Hello YouTube friends! Today we're going to be looking at how to cup grip Ayesha / deadlift. If you're not familiar, that is going to look like this. I know this looks like a pretty advanced move, but don't worry, I've got conditioning tips in here, progressions, so whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, I've got something in here for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so we're going to start down on the floor with some conditioning and some warm-up type moves. I'm starting with some arm circles. I'm going to go forward and back, make sure the joints are nice and warm. From there, I'm going to move on to some scarecrows, making sure the rotator cuffs are engaged. And this is not follow-on, so make sure you do more than like the 4 of them demoing here. Also doing a plank and some push-ups, getting the core and arms nice and warm. And you could also do this on the knees to make it less intense. Now, next we're going to do some more core exercises. So side planks are great for the obliques. You can lift that top leg to make this one a little bit more intense and a little bit more like the Iron X. And make sure you do both sides with this. As with all training things, always want to work both sides of the body to prevent imbalances. Other core exercises that are going to be helpful are going to be these reverse crunches and leg extensions. This just really targets the mid to the lower core, which is really useful in a lot of the lifts involved for like deadlifting and Ayeshas. Now we're going to practice cup grip from the ground. So I'm going to place my bottom hand maybe like a half foot away from the pole, top arm up and cup grip, so all fingers on the same side of the pole. You're going to extend your feet out, and then if you can, you're going to lift that top leg, kind of holding like an Iron X from the ground. Really engage the core, make sure you're pulling with that top arm, pushing with the bottom. Now, if you want to have that top arm a little bit straighter, that's fine. It's just going to be more of a lats bias instead of a biceps bias. I personally prefer having that arm bent. That's going to be a little bit more bicep intense, but really there, dancer's choice. So if all the conditioning feels good and you have your regular butterfly, we're going to try a cup grip butterfly. So you're going to invert to an outside leg hook, keep that top hand in a cup grip, and then lower the bottom hand and trigger into your butterfly. Really try to feel some pull with that top hand just to feel what it might feel like to go into that cup grip Ayesha, which we're going to be doing next, and then come down however you would like. And now only if that cup grip butterfly felt okay, we're going to go into a cup grip Ayesha. So I just like to shoulder mount, but you can get into a crucifix however you'd like. From there, you're going to push the body away, have the top hand and cup, bottom hand and trigger, bring the hips down and back, and then lower those legs out into a nice straddle. And when you're ready to go out, if you can, I would encourage you to try to descend as slowly and controlled as you can off to the side. All right, next we're going to work on our hangman. So for this, cup grip position, so top arm pulling, bottom arm pushing, bend that outside leg, knee towards the ceiling, and then think about pulling and pushing so that that inside foot comes off the ground for a moment. If you can, try to hold it. That's going to be the hangman. And if that hang feels okay, we can try going for a cup grip handspring. So for that, you're going to swing that outside leg, think about looking up and then at the pole, holding in that cup grip handspring for a moment. And when you're ready to come out, really try to work the negative, so come down as slowly as you can. And here's a thumbs up because you're doing great so far. For this next part, I need a little help, so check out this cool transition. I am bringing in my rubber bandit. So you're going to tie that rubber bandit nice and high around the pole. You're going to wrap it around your outside leg, get into cup grip position, find that hangman, so really engage the core, pull with the top arm, push with the bottom, and then try to think about crunching those knees up towards the chest as you look up and then towards the pole. And when you're coming down, try to work the negative by holding that Iron X for a moment. You can use some of the support of that band to help here, and then come down as slowly as you can. And good luck getting out of the band gracefully. If anyone figures out how to do that, please do let me know. Alright, next we're going to be doing cup grip Iron X, but without the band. So I'd say just get into a handspring, cup grip, however you want to do it. And then when you come down, really try to think about keeping that top leg up towards the ceiling, engage the core, pull with the top arm, push with the bottom, hold as long as you can. That's going to really help make deadlifts easier. Now, so for this deadlift, we're kind of bringing everything all together. We're pulling with that top arm, pushing with the bottom, bringing those feet off the floor, crunch those knees up towards the chest. Good, looking up, and then when you come down, you're going to try to work the negative by holding on Iron X, really engaging everything here, and then when you're ready to slowly lower back down to the floor. Thank you all so much for watching, and good luck training with this one.